It's Jay.
YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy, Wavvy AD, man. And I'm back with another video. For today's video, as you can see from the title, we are going to be talking about things you need to think about before getting locks or while you're in that starter lock phase. This is more for people who are on the edge of whether or not they're ready to get locks, or the people who are like, man, I don't know if I can keep going with this starter lock phase. Because don't get me wrong, when my locks was really short, when I first started, when they was this short right here, it was points where I'm like, man, do I really want to do this, man? And even now, it gets to the point where I'm like, man, whew, you know what I'm saying? But it all comes with the journey. It all comes with the journey. The journey builds character. It builds, style. It builds a lot of things, self-esteem. But before I get into the video, man, make sure y'all head over to all my social medias. They're all linked down below. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on Twitter. I'm on everything. One of the biggest things I did just announce, I'm officially streaming on Twitch. So feel free to stop on over, you know what I mean? We done streamed like 4 or 5 times so far. We're almost affiliate already, man. And I wouldn't be able to do that without the support of you guys. Also, we have a Discord. The Discord is now live. Link is going to be down in the description. All links to everything is going to be down in the description. So, pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. A lot of lit content on the channel. We got food reviews. We got lock reviews. We got lock tips. We got challenges, we got pranks, we got everything. But yeah, with no further ado, let's get into the video. All right, number 1, it's a long process. So it comes with the name, lock journey. Lock journey, it's a journey. A journey is something that takes time. So whether you're going on a trip, whether you're on a journey to become, a fitness journey, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's going to take time, and it's something you got to realize that stuff isn't going to happen overnight. But when you look back a month, when you look back to 3 months, when you look back to a year, that's really where you're going to see your journey. That's where you're going to be like, man, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So number 1, you just got to think about it as if, you're reaching something. There's a goal at the end of this. You might not see results up front, but you're going to see it down the road. Number 2, this is a really important one. You cannot base your progress off of anybody else's progress. You can't base your progress off of mine because you don't have the same hair style as mine. We don't have the same genes. And I can't base my hair progress off of, Polo G's, you know what I'm saying? Because he is a whole different person. All I can do is look for tips and see what helps me and see what, makes me feel like I'm getting somewhere. My 6-month lock journey, mine might have grown, 2 inches. Your 6-month lock journey, you might have grown 3 inches. You might have only grown 1. So everything's different. You can't base your progress off of anybody else's progress. Number 3 kind of hits off of number 2. Everything is trial and error. Just because something works for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. When I first started, I had a lot of products that I used to retwist my hair because I based it off of somebody else's locks. I asked them what they use, and I decided to start there. They worked, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't feel like it was something that I wanted to keep using, so I decided to switch it up and try something else. I did some more research and I found something. I tried this, I tried that. I ended up finding the right solution for me, and then from there, I knew what to continue to use and what not to use. And then I share that with y'all, and then y'all do what y'all want with that information. Number 4, know your hair. So when I say know your hair, I'm talking about know your hair texture. Here's a chart based on different types of hair textures. You can kind of gauge which strand looks more like yours, or what you think your hair, what category your hair falls into. And if you don't know, feel free to ask somebody who knows about hair. Ask your loctician, research it to the point where you find it out. Because say somebody who has like 2C hair, some like really straight fine hair, they can't be doing the same thing that somebody who has 4B 4C hair has. Number 5, you're gonna look rough sometimes. Like, check me out right now. I ain't had a retwist nor a haircut in a month and a half. I went from having waves where I was getting a cut like every 2 weeks, every week, every 3 weeks at most, to not getting anything done with my hair for a whole month. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes I do have a beard, so sometimes I do touch my hair up. I do touch my mustache and, you know, my beard and my lining. But you can't even see it because the dreads is always hanging over it anyways. But anyways, more of the story is you're gonna look rough. You gotta embrace that. That's part of the journey. You're gonna look rough. Next up, I think we're on number 6. Getting your hair done is a process. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I went from, like I said, getting a haircut every 2 weeks. The haircut takes, you know, 30 minutes tops. 30 minutes tops, to getting my hair retwisted and getting a style 4 hours plus, 4 or 5 hours plus. Yes, it's a process. So you gotta be ready to be able to sit down and get your hair done. Like, it's crazy how long this takes. So now when I look at it and I hear a girl say, yeah, it took 12 hours to get these braids that go down to the bottom of my ass done, like, I'm like, damn, you sat there for 12 hours though? I can't even sit for 4.5 hours. That is crazy to sit there for 12 hours. But hey, think about it. Is you gonna be able to sit there for 4 hours, you know? And don't get me wrong, you can cut the back of it off, you know what I'm saying? You can have thicker locks. There are ways to avoid a super long process, but you gotta remember, getting your hair done is a process. Number 7, there is more care to maintaining locks than people think. There is a stereotype out there that dreads are nasty and dirty and stinky and everything like that. I'd be damned if my dreads are nasty and dirty and stinky. Like, that is not an option for me. So, you know, anybody who thinks that about dreads, get it out your head. Get it out your head. Definitely is not that. Don't get me wrong, it's some people out here that their hair is nasty and dirty. You see them videos where they be transforming hair and everything, like it be having that nasty ass, like thick nasty buildup and everything on them. It's because they ain't unlock their full potential of their hair. They not looking at the products they using. They not, you know, cleaning their hair and detoxing their hair properly. So it's more, there's more care and there's more maintaining to locks than people think. You gotta, you know, make sure you have a wrap or, you know, some type of do-rag bonnet or something on at nighttime. You gotta make sure your hair stays moisturized. You gotta make sure you're getting it done. You gotta make sure it's getting detoxed and actually thoroughly cleaned. You gotta make sure you're not getting all types of nasty buildup in your hair. You gotta make sure it don't stink. It's a whole list of things that you gotta do with locks that, you know, people don't understand. Last up, it's permanent, but it's not permanent, but it's permanent. You know what I'm saying? So for any ladies out there that's thinking about getting some locks, or even the fellas that's getting locks, once your hair is locked, it's locked. Like, you know, ain't no just, you know, going to be able to comb it out. It's going to take, you know, days to, you know, comb it out, and it's going to take a lot of pain. You're going to have a lot of hair loss. It's just something that you don't really want to put yourself through if you're not ready to do it. But don't get me wrong, people do comb them out. And you know what I'm saying? It's all what you want to do. When it gets to the point where I'm ready to get rid of mine, they just getting buzzed off. I ain't got time for no combing out, none of that. It'll be a cool thing, but it's too many dreads, and at that point they're gonna be too locked in, and I'm just not willing to sit there and do that. It's something that is kind of hard / you know, time consuming to undo, and at the end of the day, it's just not gonna be the same. Your hair, just, it ain't gonna be the same as when it was locked up. This is way more hair. If I went to go, you know, comb this out, there's gonna be a lot of hair that get pulled out and, you know, damaged and broken, ends all nasty and everything. That's gonna be the end of the video though, y'all. If y'all got any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. If y'all want to see any other certain types of videos, feel free to let me know. If you go to my Discord, that's gonna be the easiest way for me to see it. There's a category called video suggestions, and you can drop it right there. Like I said though, all my social medias and everything you need to know about me are down in the description below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop a new video. That's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you join the wave and make sure you stay wavy, gang gang.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.